Let the galaxy burn.
Hi guys, Skypoint here, and the Night Lords have now been released. So we're going to do a walkthrough of the Night Lords cards, and then hopefully open my event crate and buy some Night Lords. Alright, so let's start going through them. We'll start with the 3 Warlords, and so we'll begin with Flaymaster Modrim. So this is the most common Night Lord's Warlord. So let's take a look at what he has. So he starts with an extra card, he does 2 damage, and wow, look at that, that's a new one. If the target dies, then the adjacent units, that includes the enemy warlord, cannot attack until your next turn. That feels pretty strong, actually. Alright, we'll come to Konrad Curze in a moment. Sevatar is next, so Jago Sevatarian. When your opponent has no troops, he's stronger. For 2 energy, he can weaken an enemy troop. That's actually pretty cool because of the Night Lord's mechanic, which we'll also get to in a little bit. Next is Konrad Curze. So Sevatar gives an enemy troop -2 and 0, but then that's it, his turn is over. Konrad Curze's ability is to give an enemy troop -1 and 0, meaning no impact to their health, but -1 attack to an enemy this turn. But he can then act again. He has high initiative and Sevatar has medium initiative. What about Flaymaster Modrim? He's low initiative, right? Okay. So Konrad Curze can actually act again after he does this. So he can weaken a unit a couple of times and attack it, for example. Or weaken multiple enemy units. Alright, before I go into the cards, just quickly scroll down to find Konrad Curze's his Primarch ability. Here we are, Madness. So it starts at energy 10, so okay, that doesn't change at all. He becomes a Night Haunter, and he gains stealth until your next turn. Let's look at what the Night Haunter does. He gains, every time he kills an enemy, he goes into stealth mode, and he has sneak attack. Wow, that feels pretty cool. Alright. Let's go and take a look at all the units, cards and units. So we start with a tactic, Disagreement. So you get to destroy one of your own troops and you heal 5. That feels quite nice, actually. Thundermail Squad is next. So 1 energy, attack 3, defense 1s, but they've got this terror mechanic, which means when attacking troops with lower attack, they don't retaliate. That's actually very strong because these guys, I guess, will typically come out early in a match where most things to attack do not have more than 2 offense. So a lot of the times they'll be able to attack things and kill them without them being able to fight back. Of course, with only 1 health, they're dead meat for the enemy warlord. Tigris Exitus. So this is a tactic. It gives stealth and +1 to a friendly unit. Oh, that's cool, because this combos well with Thundermail Squad. You can put Thundermail Squad down for 1 energy and use Tigris Exitus to make them invisible for a turn. Alright, Trophies of Judgment. Given -2/0 to an enemy troop until your next turn. Okay, so you can really see out the Night Lords are really a lot about weakening enemy units temporarily. Alright, 10th Oath. So this is a unit, when it goes into play, you give an enemy troop -2 on its attack, and it also has terror. That's pretty cool. Dirty Fighter. Your warlord gains sneak attack this turn, and then you draw a card. I like that as well. That'll work really well with Sevatar as well. Like when your opponent has no troops, you then play Dirty Fighter, his attack goes up, and he goes in. Night Attack. That's a tactic. Give stealth to your troops until your next turn. That works as well with what we've seen so far. Recon Claw. This is a tactic which it's a unit. It goes in, it gets deployed with stealth, and you can spend 0 energy, so one unit a turn can gain flank. That's awesome. Tynok Terror Squad. These guys have terror. Every time they damage a unit, they get -2 attack. Curse of Foresight. Draw 3 cards, but every time you have a tactic, you deal damage to your own Warlord. It's very thematically right with Konrad Curze, because in the Warhammer lore, he can sort of see the future, but he's haunted by it. Kondrair Tactical Squad. They come in, they have flank, and they've got terror. That's basically a unit which is there to kill enemy weak stuff. Mercy and Forgiveness. Give Bloodthirst to your Warlord. They can act twice per turn. Oh, that would work really well with Sevatar. Rad Erzon Terror Squad. 1 energy. Gives cannot attack to an enemy until your next turn. That's any enemy, so you can use this to shut down World Eaters, I guess. Rule of Fear. Destroy all enemy troops with 2 or less attack. Powerful. Terror Tactics. Give -2 to enemy troops until your next turn. So similar to many other cards we saw. Ooh, this is cool. If your opponent has no troops, gain fast, so then they can go and hit him hard. Kurlan. If your opponent has no troops, deal 2 damage to the enemy Warlord. A lot of these are really designed to hurt the Warlords who decide that they can just fight with their mostly with the Warlords and tactics alone. A Talent for Murder. So actually, these 2 guys are really for Angron. A Talent for Murder. Change the health of a troop to 1. Cannot attack until your next turn. Oh wow, that just cripples a lot of units. Imagine a Doombringer which gets hit by this. So this is really... I like this because a lot of the Night Lord's cards are designed to kill weak units, but then if you play strong units, cards like this will crush them. Deep Strike. Give flank to troops in your hand. Nice. Ka per mode. It's a structure. After an enemy attacks, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. That's handy. Night Raptors. Unstoppable. Rally, they gain stealth. Oh, okay. Nostraman Chainglaive. Give +2 and cleave 2 to a friendly troop. That's cool in its own right, but with the terror mechanic where they Night Lord units don't take return damage from enemy troops which are weaker, that is pretty strong because it means that there will be a lot of units which just won't fight back. Nostramo. This is a legendary. Give cannot attack to enemy troops until your next turn. Draw a card. Oh, this buys you time. Seeker Talon. After attacking the enemy Warlord, these guys gain stealth. That's pretty cool, except they can only pull that trick off twice. So that's like a 6 damage to enemy Warlord, I guess. Endros Shek. This guy gets deployed with stealth, and he gains +2 when an enemy dies, and he has terror. So I guess you could use this to deploy him, try to kill another enemy on the next turn, and then he goes up to 6 attack, and then he can kill an enemy, and get even stronger. Headsman. It's a basic unit with just terror. Punitive Action. Deal 1 damage to all enemies for each friendly unit in play. Oh, that's great. If you ever get board control, then you just really play this, and you hurt them hard. Support Talon. Deal 2 damage to an enemy and stun it for 2 energy. That's a pretty handy ability there. Phibius Talon, it's got Unstoppable and Flank. So you can put them into play and they can just straight away go and hit an enemy unit. Interestingly, they do not have terror though. Huntmaster, Unstoppable and with terror. His stats are a bit weaker on health though. Night Sides, terror, and when you rally they destroy your troop with 2 or less attack. So a lot of troops with front line like Bunker and a couple of the Imperial Guard ones, they tend to have low attack, so this will just kill them immediately. Reaper of Kaldrak, rally, cannot attack to an enemy until your next turn. Curze's Chosen. This is a legendary troop unit, and all enemy troops have -2 attack. Wow. Spectre of Judgment. Destroy a troop and then deal 2 damage to adjacent troops. Vosk Predator. When it goes into play, it deals 3 damage. There are a couple of cards like that, but this has stronger base stats than the others. Atramentar. Terminators. Your Warlord gets +1. Ooh. That works again really well with Sevatar, and especially if he's got that legendary card which makes him attack twice. And if you have no other troops, you gain frontline. Alright, coming in for the last couple of cards. Vakurin. It's an Epic Dreadnought, Frontline, and Terror, and it gets stronger. So you can see that's actually pretty cool because it starts with very high health, and the more things it kills, the much stronger it gets. Another legendary card, the Raven. This is a 9 energy, high stats, but with fast. Ooh, that's brutal. This is, I guess, sort of their equivalent of some of the capital ship cards, except of course he will get blocked by Frontline. Poggerbod, it's a Land Raider, adjacent units have +2. Wow, so imagine this guy getting buffed by this guy. That's a potential 18 damage in one turn you're doing. Okay, so that's the Night Lords cards. Before I end this video, what we're going to do is open my events crate and then buy some Night Lord crates. So, my lodge ended in, I think, the position 6 or something like that. Let's open my crate and see what we get. 5 tickets, that's great. I already have this squad.
This is why they call me Tank.
Limiter chat line, which I have. Squad, which I already have. And a unit I already have. And 460 coins. That's okay. Alright, so we've got 2,092 coins. That's going to be enough for 10 Night Lords crates. So let's go to the shop. Actually, first of all, let's look. What's the pre-constructed deck for Night Lords? That card back is not too great. Okay, realistically I'll be getting this anyway, but still. Alright, let's take a look and start buying the Night Lords. So, 200 coins for my first crate. Punitive Action, so this is one that does a lot of damage when you get board control. A second one, great. No Survivors, well that's a World Eaters card. Tenebor Talon. If you have no other troops, they gain fast, okay? And a Mechanicus unit. Alright, number 2. Thandamel Squad, so this is that cheap basic one I talked about. Disagreement for healing. Chaos card. Rule of Fear, so this is purging all the weak units on the board. And Recon Claw, okay, that's my first epic for Night Lords. So, this is a useful one. Again, they go in with stealth and they can make your rest of your units be able to attack enemy units when they get deployed. Crate number 3. What do you bring me? Vibius Talon. Another Vibius Talon. Iron Warriors card, which I have. A rare card. Tynok Terror Squad. Give -2 to enemy troops which are damaged by this. Turbident Squad. Okay. Another Punitive Action. Poggerbod, the Land Raider. Seeds of Betrayal, Alpha Legion card I have. Support Talon. Okay. And an Emperor's Children card, which I have. The Land Raider again. Disagreement again. Deep Strike, give flank to all your troops. 10th Oath, give -2 to an enemy troop this turn, and then an Emperor's Children card. Okay, Thandamel Squad, so now I've got both of them. Another Punitive Action. Battle's Glory, the World Eaters Land Raider, which I have. Tynok Terror Squad, so now I've got 2 of those, and a Salamander's card I have. Another Punitive Action. Okay, and my second Recon Claw, that's great. And Night Attack, give stealth to my troops. Abacol Squad. Trophies of Judgment, okay. Poggerbod, which I now have. Emperor's Children, who I have. Curse of Foresight, cool. And Mechanicus again. 2 more cards. Firstly, Night Lords, Night Raptors, Unstoppable, Rally, and Gain Stealth. That's good. The Land Raider again. Breach. Second Support Talon. And Keth Bikes. And the final one, Vivius Talon, which I already have now. A talent for murder, that's cripple strong units. Nurglings, who I already have. Tenebor Talon, alright. Unstoppable and rally, gain fast. And Death Cloud. Cool, and the very last thing we'll do is let's check out the new event. So, what is this one? Night Lords against others. That does not say a lot. Let's go in for a 10-ticket run and see what comes up. Take a look at this, by the way. It looks like everyone is playing Night Lords right now. Oh god, and no wonder. The Warlords over here. Colonel Ornatov with low initiative. And Autek Moore with medium initiative against Sevatar and Konrad Curze. Wow. Alright, anyhow, I'll take a bit of time to decide which Warlord to go with for this, and that'll be a different video. So I hope you enjoyed my Night Lords reveal, and stay tuned for more videos of Night Lords in actions. Alright, bye guys.